What if one day you opened a history book and discovered it describes your own death? That's exactly the terrifying reality Jaime Fraser is facing right now. And in the upcoming episode of Outlander Season 8, tragedy, bloodshed, and the heartbreaking loss are about to shake Fraser's Ridge to its core. The brand new trailer has just dropped, and what it reveals is nothing short of shocking. But stay with me until the end, because there's a twist coming that no one sees coming. Music. The wait is finally over. The trailer for Outlander Season 8, Episode 2 has just been released. After a premiere episode that carefully set the stage, this next chapter looks like it's about to emotionally devastate fans everywhere. We're talking about death, betrayal, dangerous enemies, and life-changing moments for our beloved characters. Today, we're going to break down every important moment in the trailer, explore hidden clues, and dive into some bold predictions that could completely change the direction of this final season. Trust me, you won't want to miss a single detail. Jaime reads about his own death. The trailer opens with one of the most chilling moments we've ever seen. Jaime is sitting in bed, reading the book Brianna brought back from the future, The Soul of a Rebel, written by Frank Randall. But this isn't just a normal historical record. This book documents Jaime Fraser's death. Jaime tells Clare something deeply unsettling. Frank's account of the battle doesn't mention Jaime's men at all. Jaime quietly says, "I can't imagine fighting without them." And Clare responds with a haunting line. "Maybe you don't." Just think about the weight of that moment. Jaime Fraser, a man who has survived countless battles and near-death experiences, is now staring directly at the written record of his own fate. The book mentions Jaime 14 times. 14 times. And now he's forced to confront the possibility that history may already be written, and there may be nothing he can do to change it. But here's where things get interesting. The Battle of Kings Mountain is approaching. Historically, 28 Patriot soldiers died in that battle. So the question becomes, is Jaime destined to be one of them? Or is something far more sinister about to happen? The rising threat, Charles Cunningham. Now let's talk about the man who might be the real danger here. Captain Charles Cunningham. In the trailer, we see a mysterious man approaching Clare and asking, "Is this James Fraser's house?" That question alone sends up a huge red flag. This isn't a friendly visit. Something darker is unfolding. Later in the trailer, Jaime appears to be involved in a construction project, and Cunningham seems to be connected to it somehow. But then comes the most shocking line. Jaime says, "He says I ought to kill Cunningham, says the man is a danger to me." Remember, Jaime and Cunningham previously fought on opposite sides at the Battle of Saratoga. At that time, Cunningham claimed he was done with the war. He even suggested that he and Jaime could become friends. But honestly, I don't believe him. With the Battle of Kings Mountain approaching, Cunningham may soon reveal where his true loyalties lie. And Jaime Fraser could be directly in his sights. Here's my theory. What if Jaime doesn't die in the battle itself like the history books claim? What if he dies before the battle, at Cunningham's hands? That would explain why the book never mentions him fighting beside his men. And if that's true, then the danger Jaime faces isn't just fate. It's murder. the bear hunt, and the bloody aftermath. But the dangers at the ridge don't stop there. The trailer also shows Jaime, Brianna, and others heading out to hunt a bear that's been terrorizing the land. We see Brianna preparing to take a shot. Then later, we catch a glimpse of hands completely covered in blood. And looking closely at the clothing, that wool sweater appears to belong to Brianna. So here's what I think happens. Brianna successfully shoots the bear. But not before the animal mauls someone else. In another quick scene, Jaime appears to be holding someone down, possibly an injured person wearing black trousers. My guess? That person was attacked by the bear, and Jaime brings them back to Claire's surgery. Which leads to one of the most intense medical scenes of the episode. A heartbreaking loss for Ian and Rachel. Now prepare yourself, because this next moment might be the most emotional part of the episode. We see Rachel in visible pain, gripping furniture for support. Ian asks her gently, "Are you well?" Soon after, Brianna rushes Rachel into Claire's surgery. And later, we see Ian and Rachel holding each other in grief. Claire appears in her medical apron and quietly tells someone, "There's nothing I can do." Which leads me to a heartbreaking prediction. Rachel and Ian may lose their baby. If that's true, it would perfectly match the episode's title. Tragedy shakes the ridge. Historically, there are hints that Ian and Rachel experienced the loss of a child before later having a successful pregnancy. So this storyline could serve several powerful purposes. It deepens their emotional journey. It creates a heartbreaking moment that strengthens their bond. And it opens the door for their future family later in the season. Clare and Fanny, a secret that can't stay hidden. Another subtle but important storyline is developing between Clare and Fanny. In the trailer, Clare tells her, "You've seen terrible things, I have too." It feels like Clare is trying to connect with her through shared pain. But beneath that moment lies a powerful secret. Fanny may actually be Claire's biological daughter. And Claire hasn't told her yet. The question is, how long can she keep the truth hidden? At some point, Claire may have no choice but to reveal the truth, especially if she wants to uncover more about Faith and the mystery surrounding their family. And when that truth finally comes out, it could change everything. William faces his grief. We also see a quiet but emotional scene involving William. He stands alone at a grave. Most likely, this is his cousin Benjamin's grave. After learning about Benjamin's death in episode 1, William was clearly shaken. This moment might show him finally confronting his grief, perhaps speaking to the grave, promising to protect Benjamin's son and honor his memory. And we may also see William's relationship with Miss Gray begin to grow. Episode 1 hinted at their connection. Episode the 2nd of May begin turning that spark into something deeper. The storm is coming. Beyond everything shown in the trailer, one thing is becoming clear. Charles Cunningham's influence on the Ridge is growing. He's positioning himself as a man of power and control. And that makes him incredibly dangerous. The question of why someone warned Jaime to kill Cunningham will likely begin to unfold. And when the truth is revealed, it may be far more terrifying than we expect. Tragedy is about to strike. The episode is titled, Tragedy Shakes the Ridge. And based on everything we've seen, that title is absolutely deserved. This episode may bring the looming prophecy of Jaime's death, a violent bear attack, Rachel and Ian's devastating loss, the growing threat of Cunningham, secrets that may finally come to light. Everything is building toward one of the most intense and emotional episodes of the entire season. So what do you think is going to happen? Do you believe Rachel will lose the baby? Is Cunningham truly the enemy we think he is? And the biggest question of all: can Jaime Fraser escape the fate that history has already written for him? Let me know your theories in the comments. I read every single one and love discussing these possibilities with you. If you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss the next analysis. I'll be covering every theory, every clue, and every shocking twist as this final season unfolds. Thanks for watching. And until next time, keep theorizing, keep watching, and let's see how this incredible story continues to unfold.